Donna, you guys have obviously been here before with a regular season loss to UConn, but the goals for the season are still very much in front of you. Have you spoken about that to your younger players?
Yeah, we talked about that at the after in the post game. Obviously we didn't get the performance that we wanted, but in these type of games you got to take away what went well. We all know what went wrong. But we had some things that went well, and if we get an opportunity to play them again, we will utilize those things.
Coach, kind of focusing in on that second quarter you guys had, what do you think went wrong that allowed UConn to pull away in that frame?
Well, with UConn, it is those times in which they can take control of the games where you're not getting back, you're turning the ball over, you're giving them second opportunities to score points. And then you're coming up with too many empty possessions. And once you have those lapses, it's hard to overcome. You have to get out significantly in front of them in order for you to kind of have a shot at beating them.
On kind of a weird week with a Monday start coming up. What's the schedule for the next couple of days, and do you think Lindsay will be able to play Monday night?
We're off on tomorrow, and then we'll prep 2 days for Mississippi State. I don't know how far Lindsay is. I'm hoping we'll get her back, but if we don't for Mississippi State, I would, I can't even say this, but I think we would be good to get her back in after that.
Coach, you mentioned in your first answer it's important to take away positives from this game. How would you describe the second half then in terms of helping this team moving forward instead of just laying down? There's a lot more aggressiveness it's seen from your team's end to fight back, at least in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our defense in the second, in the third and fourth quarters, gave them some pause, and it gave us an opportunity to get out and score a little bit and not rely so much on our half-court offense. Well, you have to rely on your half-court offense, for 40 minutes is pretty tough. But from a defensive standpoint, I thought we were moving pretty good in our zone. And we'll take that from it. If we can get more performances like this from Bianca Jackson, who we've been trying to jumpstart to be more aggressive, it's only going to help us in the long run. But how you make up 30 points that's hard. That's hard.
Coach, Asia said just moments ago that she apologized to everybody in the locker room for her play tonight. I saw you talking with her after the game, giving her advice. What did you make of her performance? Challenged, double-teamed a lot. They zoned in on her. And what can she build off of in this game?
I thought Asia shouldered all the pressure, and that's hard. Of course, we lean on her a lot, but she doesn't feel it. I thought she felt it tonight. I thought she felt she had to have a tremendous performance in order for us to win, and she did. But she didn't have to do it, in every play that she was involved in. And I think she felt it every play. But we got to give her a little bit of help. I mean, I don't think we could beat a team like UConn if, at least 3 or 4 of our players don't, get the double digits and don't put the pressure on the ball that we need to not allow them to score as many points. But it's been a long time since I've seen UConn, shoot 28% in the third quarter, 31% in the fourth quarter, 40% for the game. So they don't do that a whole lot. So we got to hang our hats on something, in this kind of defeat.
Coach, in your other matchups, they've been the reigning champs so much, and you guys were kind of going, trying to take down the champs. Did it feel any different with the roles reversed, you guys being the reigning champs and them coming to your house?
No, only thing felt good was looking up in the rafters and seeing our banner. But it was just a game, it was just a game in which we were playing the #1 team in the country, and I had a great crowd and just tried to feed off of that, knowing that, we had some young talent going against a team in which, picks people apart.
Can you talk about, you played a lot of ranked teams this year, about the experience your team's getting and how it's going to help you come tournament time at the end of the year?
I mean, we getting some great experience, but we got to win some games. We got to beat some ranked teams. But I thought for the second half, I thought we can utilize some of the things that we've done to make it just an interesting game at one point.
Dawn, you've had players that are just sort of that energy force. They get rebounds that you don't know how they do it, and they do it. And Williams is that for them. How big a factor is she in a game like this, the way she can, just have so much energy?
Yeah, I mean, I told our players, in the locker room, in order to beat a team like UConn, you got to do some homework yourself and figure out. I told them if I'm a post player, I'm going to look at Gabby Williams and I'm going to see, what are the things that she does well? What are the things that she doesn't do well? And try to, capitalize on some of the things that she doesn't do well. I mean, she jumps around out there. I said I would definitely, if I'm a post player, draw a couple of fouls on her just because I know that she's going to go after everything. If I'm a post player, I'm going to zero in on trying to box her out every single possession. I wouldn't care about where the ball was. I would be a Gabby Williams magnet. And those are the little things, the game within the game that, some of our younger players have to figure out. Everything can't be in a scouting report. Something that has to be on, with what you're bringing to the table and you doing a little research on teams that we're playing, especially when they're that good.